There's no feeling more intense than starting over. If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute. If you won some money at the casino and only put all your winnings on red but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not
ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through might be too much. Feel free to go away and come back. I'll be here. Alright, thanks for coming with
me on this trip. I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to stop and quit the game. Don't worry, I'll save your progress, always, even your mistakes. This game is a homage to a free game that came out in 2002.
The author of that game is Jazzler, a mysterious chess designer who was known at the time as the father of Big games. In Big games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products. In a certain way, Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a Big game. It's built almost entirely out of bound and recycled
parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly
2,000 years later.
Climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed. Some cliffs are too sheer or too slippery, and the player is constantly, unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything. Anyway, when you start Sexy Hiking, you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest. And there's a sense of truth in that lack of compromise. Most obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely confident in your ability to get through them once you have the correct method or the correct equipment or just by spending enough time. In that sense, every pixelated obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real. I already felt like my inability to get past a new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary
6.5 hours later.
Mountains into something real. When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas. And that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be played with. And in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world. Not without breaking it into pieces and starting fresh with new ideas.
For years now, people have been predicting
that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects. Bought in a store and assembled into a trash as soon as you put it in the sink. Things are made to be consumed and used in a certain context, and once the moment is gone, they transform into garbage. In the context of technology, those moments pass by in seconds. Over time, we've poured more and more refuge
A few moments later
into this vast digital landfill that we call the internet. It now vastly outnumbers and outweighs the things that are fresh and untainted and unused. When everything around us is cultural trash, trash becomes the new medium, digital age. And you can build culture out of trash. But only trash culture. Be games, be movies, be music, be philosophy.
Marrow.
Burn it. Why make something demanding if it just gets piled up in the landfill, filed in with the bland things? When games were new, they wanted a lot from you, daunting you, taunting you, stoically. Now everyone's turned off by that. They want to burn through it quickly, a quick fix.
Today.
But on the off chance that you're playing this, what I'm saying is, trash is disposable, but maybe it does underrated.
An orange is sweet juicy fruit locked inside a bottle. That's not how I feel about a challenge. I only want the bitterness. It's coffee, it's grapefruit, it's licorice.
It feels like we're closer now. Composer and climber, designer and user.
3 months later.
It means a lot to me that you've come this far, endured this much. Every wisecrack, every insensitivity, every setback you've forgiven me is a kingly gift that you've given me.
We have the same taste, you and I. It's not ambition. It's ambition's opposite. An obdurate mission to taste defeat. You'll feel bad if you win, so I put this snake in for you. Have you thought about who you are in this? Are you the man in the pot, Diogenes? Are you his hand? Are you the top of his hammer? I think not. Where your hand moves, the hammer may not follow.
Man, nor the man's hand. And this here is will, his intent.
1 eternity later.